Hello students, today's topic is curriculum materials and its importance. So in this video, the points we are going to cover are textbooks, study guides, reference books, workbooks, audiovisual aids, etc. So before starting the video, it is a humble request to one and all to be very attentive. So without wasting time, let's start the video. At the very outset, we must understand curriculum materials. Okay, what is the meaning of the term curriculum materials? To simplify it, we have certain points in front of you. Just take a look. What is the very first point? Physical resources. That means if someone asks you what do you understand by curriculum materials, simply we'll have to answer that these are nothing, okay, but certain sorts of physical resources. Okay, that means these are some concrete resources. What type of resources these are? These are certain resources that can support the presentation of an interaction with the curriculum content. Okay, we have already understood what does curriculum content mean. Content means the course, okay, the subjects, the chapter, the topics, the subtopics, etc. Now if a teacher is in the classroom and he or she will have to teach a particular topic, a particular chapter, a particular subtopic, then he or she must go through certain resources, okay, to cater the needs of the students. Okay, these materials, the concrete materials, are in simple language we can say what? Curriculum materials. Okay, curriculum materials include textbooks, study guides, reference books, workbooks, and audiovisual aids. So I guess you have understood what curriculum materials means. Curriculum materials are certain sorts of physical resources, okay, and these resources are helpful so that the facilitator or the teacher can present or interact with the curriculum content. Okay, I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. In this slide, I'm going to focus on certain points, that is regarding the importance of curriculum materials. Okay, just take a look. What are the points? Number one, it promotes active learning. Okay, if curriculum materials are used, okay, then it is very helpful because it can promote active learning of the learners. Okay, that means if a teacher is going to use a textbook, if the teacher is going to use guidebooks, okay, or he or she is going to go through different curriculum materials like what, audiovisual aids, okay, then obviously what happened, the learners get a better platform to work on their active learning. They become very active and the teaching learning process becomes very interesting, okay, and fruitful also. So from that particular point we can say it is very important. Why? Because it can promote active learning among the learners. Okay, this is all about the first point. What is the second point? These materials can help acquire skills, okay, to analyze, synthesize, and apply the material. Different skills are to be attained, getting the point, and these are only possible if curriculum materials are used inside the classroom. Okay, the learner along with the teacher, okay, all the group, okay, they can attain certain skills. Okay, what type of skills? Skill to analyze the material, skill to synthesize or arrange the material, and they can also apply the material in a very systematic manner. Okay, this is one of the benefits of curriculum materials. What is the next point? All these curriculum materials can help develop logical reasoning and creative thinking. So these are certain what skills also. To develop these skills, we need to introduce this curriculum material in the classroom. Okay, for example, from the textbook, okay, if a teacher is using certain things, then it will be very beneficial for the learners also, because they can get a platform, okay, a systematic platform. A systematic, in a sense we can say what, point where they can work on their what logical reasoning and creative thinking also. Suppose some reference books are used in the classroom. Okay, if the teacher is using a reference book and the learners are expected to go through the reference book related to a particular topic, then immediately what happen, it will have deeper impact on the creative thinking of the learners also. They will be able to develop all these things. Okay, they can think logically, they can think creatively if they go for further references. Okay, that is why from that point of view we can say it is also helpful, okay, in case of developing logical reasoning and creative thinking. What is the next point? Guide teacher planning and enactment of lessons. Now these curriculum materials are also very helpful, not only for the learners but also for the teachers, the facilitators. Getting the point? Why? Because from the curriculum materials like textbook, okay, a handbook or guidebook or reference book or workbook, teacher can also plan his or her what the way of means delivering the lecture inside the classroom. Okay, that means it becomes very systematic and it is also very helpful for them to enact the lessons fruitfully or effectively inside the classroom. So from that point we can also say that this is also one of the advantages of what introducing curriculum materials in the classroom. What is the next point? Enable the facilitator to express intended concepts of learning effectively. The concepts that is intended by the facilitator, okay, or the teacher to express in front of the students, it becomes very effective and fruitful as well as easy if the teacher or the facilitator is going to use these curriculum materials inside the classroom. So these are certain what advantages or importance of using curriculum materials in a classroom. Apart from this, there are a lot many advantages, but I am only focusing on the 5 advantages of using curriculum materials inside the classroom. Okay, you have time with you now. Now it is your duty to find out different advantages or benefits, because all these things are easily available in internet. Okay, if you surf the internet you will get it in maximum numbers. Getting the point? So it will be helpful if you have some self-study. Okay, I think you have understood. Now we are going to discuss the another topic. Okay, just have a look. What is the next one? In this slide we are going to discuss what textbook and its importance. Okay, what are the advantages of using textbook in a classroom? Just have a look. Point wise we are going to discuss. What is the very first point? It is a guide. Okay, textbook is genuinely, okay, it is a guide. It can guide not only the learners, it can also guide the teacher. Getting the point? So this is the very first point. What is the second point? The teacher can use it as a teaching aid. Getting the point? To make the students understand the subject matter, the teacher can use it as an aid, okay, teaching learning material. So this is also one of the advantages of using textbook inside the classroom. What is the third point? It is helpful for self-study. The learners can study by themselves, okay, with the help of this textbook. So this is helpful. What is the next point? It provides information about new knowledge and ideas. If a learner has a textbook, okay, or the teacher has a textbook, then what happened inside the classroom, both of the groups, okay, the teachers and the students, they can get information, okay, about new knowledge and ideas very easily. What is the next point? To review the content, okay, what is taught inside the classroom. To make a short review or brief review, these textbooks are helpful. And also it can what? Provide inspiration. If a textbook is used inside the classroom, then definitely it becomes a source of inspiration, not only for the teachers but also for the students. Okay, because here in the textbook everything is available. Okay, there is a total view. Getting the point? That's why from that particular total view everyone gets inspired very easily, and from that inspiration they can what attain knowledge. Okay, they can gather information. What is the next point? It can develop creative abilities from the textbook. Okay, everyone gets a chance, an opportunity to work on their creative ability very easily. What is the next point? Proper use of time and power. Okay, so here if a student or a learner or a teacher, all of them are going through a textbook, then definitely what happen, it will reduce their efforts, getting the point, and automatically what happened, uh, use of time and power, okay, all these things becomes very proper and specific. What is the next point? Make knowledge understandable. So it is obvious, if the teacher is using a textbook or the learner is going through a textbook, then the knowledge, okay, that becomes easily understandable for each and everybody. Okay, so these are certain advantages or importance of textbook in the classroom. I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. In this slide, we are going to discuss what study guide and its importance. This is one of the most important curriculum materials. What is the first point? A study guide can assist learning. Okay, if a learner is intending to learn something from the text, okay, suppose he is not able to understand that particular content, okay, then he can get help from the study guide. Okay, that means study guide can assist the learner very effectively. What is the next point? Highlight important concepts. Okay, in the textbook all of the things are written as a whole, getting the point, but a study guide, okay, it can highlight the important concepts. As a result, it becomes very easy for the learner, okay, to learn something. What is the next point? It can improve comprehension. To understand something, to comprehend something, okay, if a learner is taking help of study guide, then it can improve their level of comprehension also. What is the next point? It can organize information. The information are very systematic in study guides. Okay, so organized information, for organized information, study guides are very helpful. So these are certain points regarding study guides and its importance, getting the point. So now we can proceed to the next slide. In this slide we are going to throw some lights on reference book, okay, and its importance. Just have a look. What are the points? The first point is it is used to refer a particular topic. Okay, so there is a difference between textbook and reference book. Okay, so in a textbook all the things are written from all, covering all the points, getting the point. But in reference book, okay, suppose you have certain doubts on a particular topic. If you have doubts on a particular topic, then you can use reference book to clarify your topic, okay, clarify your doubt regarding the topic. Okay, so from that point of view we can say it is used to refer a particular topic only. Okay, what is the next point? It is used as occasional consultant. That means the textbook is regularly used inside the classroom, but this reference book is used occasionally. If you have certain doubts, okay, regarding a particular topic, then occasionally you can consult reference book. What is the next point? Mix of information and facts. That means here in textbook only informations are available, but in reference book along with the information the facts are also discussed. Okay, so this is also plus point. What is the next point? Information collected from different sources. Regarding reference book, the information and facts, these are collected from varied number of sources, but in textbook all these informations are collected from a particular source only. Okay, and what is the next point? Reference books are more organized. Okay, in comparison to a textbook, reference books are organized systematically. Okay, all the points, all the facts, all the informations, all these things are organized systematically, okay, in reference book. What is the next point? It includes bird's eye view. That means if you have a doubt on a particular topic, you can have a bird's eye view, okay, going through a reference book, okay. But in case of a textbook, there is a total view, okay. But in comparison to textbook, in reference book, what happened, it includes a particular point of view only. From that particular point of view, you are able to discuss, you are able to learn something specifically, okay, if you have any doubts. What is the next point? There are certain examples I have already mentioned here. What are the examples of reference book? Dictionary, encyclopedia, atlases, etc. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, you can proceed to the next slide now. In this slide we are going to work on workbook and its importance. Okay, what are the points? Just have a look. Paperback textbooks issued to students. These are certain sorts of paperback textbooks, okay, specifically used to students, and normally it covers important concepts, okay. Unlike the textbook, it covers only the important concepts. Not all the things are covered in the workbook, okay. What is the next point? It is smaller and lighter than textbooks. So it is obvious, if the important points are covered in the workbook, definitely it becomes smaller and lighter, and it becomes very helpful also for the students, because carrying the textbooks, it becomes very, means heavy, getting the point. But here in case of workbook, it becomes portable, and carrying the workbook becomes very easy for the students. And also for the students who cannot afford the textbooks, if they go through the workbook, it becomes also very helpful, because usually here in workbook there are practice problems, and answers can be written directly in the book. Because of all these reasons, what happened, the students, they need not carry a separate notebook, because all the things are written, all the spaces are given there only. So for students who cannot afford the notebook separately, it is very helpful for them, okay. So this is all about the workbook and its importance. I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next one. Next slide. Just have a look. So in this slide we are going to discuss the importance of audio visual aids. I hope all of you understand what is the meaning of audio visual aids, okay. Now there are certain points we are going to discuss. Just have a look. What are the points? That means the importance of audio visual aids. The number one point is, it makes learning easy and engrossing, okay. If the learner, they are given opportunity to listen to certain thing, or they are given opportunity to watch a certain thing regarding the content on the course, okay, it becomes very easy for them to understand. It becomes very interesting for them, okay. That means it can motivate them. So from that point we can say it makes learning easy and engrossing. What is the next point? More realistic and concrete. So this is obvious. If the learners are getting a chance, okay, to learn something there inside the classroom in a very interesting manner, then it becomes more realistic and concrete for them, and their learning becomes effective and fruitful also. What is the next point? Effective for slow learners, okay, because it is audio visual, they can listen, okay, they can watch. So this system, okay, these aids are very fruitful, and these are very effective also for the slow learners, because they learn from their sense, okay. That means they can see something, they can hear something. So from that point of view we can say it is effective for whom? Specifically for the slow learners. What is the next one? It can reduce teachers efforts, okay. If the teachers are using audio visual aids inside the classroom, then definitely it can reduce their efforts, because they need not speak too much. If they are using audio or visual aids inside the classroom, automatically what happened, it becomes interesting, and as a result what happened, it can reduce their efforts. Okay, what is the next one? Provision of sensory experience. That means they can listen, they can watch, okay, they can use their senses. Who they means the learners. Okay, therefore there is a platform, better platform for the learners to go through sensory experience, and as a result the learning process, the teaching process, okay, teaching learning process becomes fruitful and more effective. So these are all about certain benefits of going through what audio visual aids. Okay, I hope you understood. So today we have discussed different sorts of curriculum materials and their importance. I hope you understood. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Okay, so thank you. Stay safe.